Alright, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Consider subscribing. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this crazy video here. Throw up them likes, alright? Very important to throw those likes up, alright? And thank you for your time. Now, I'd like to start by saying this, okay? This is just going to apply to the people that's out in the clouds. You know who you are, okay? If anybody, thinking about, getting at me, you want to send somebody to do that, or you thinking about pulling up, you already know what's going to be waiting for you, okay? And I'll just say, leave it at that. You know who you are. Let's get into the video here. We're going to talk about another video about Kanye West. All right, Yeezy. Probably the greatest producer ever. All right. Definitely, for now, the hip-hop's most valuable person, as far as the net worth. I understand it's like 2.78, something like that, billion. All right. It was a little higher a few years ago, but he went off running that mouth, okay, about anti-Semitism and Jews this and Jews that. Can't do that. All right. So, I saw this video of Tisa Tales, all right? She tells some pretty good stories and this and that, does a good job putting out a lot of the information with hip-hop, particularly like a lot of this about Jay-Z and Diddy and all that, okay? As far as all the, the court proceedings and things like that, Tony Busby. But anyway, I ran across her article today. She had mentioned that that better yet, Diddy's coming though, okay? Kanye has been banned from his site. He has let's see here, Kanye site, or Ye, some type of social media site. And his online store on Spotify has been banned. So he's been banned off the social media site, if I had interpreted that correctly. And Shopify had banned his online store. Okay? And while I was at it, Kanye had came out with these Cassie hoodies. Okay? To basically make fun of Cassie. It says love on it. Okay, and this dude sold 50,000 of those things when he came out with it the first day. Let's see here, the day is Tuesday, right? So he came out with it over the weekend. It's either Saturday or Sunday, but I know the first day he sold 50,000. And on the Shopify store, he had these T-shirts with the swastika, from what I understand. So, I guess it's get to where enough is enough with Kanye. Okay, so what the sites are deeming the ones he just got put off of, and Elon Musk has said the same thing too, is, look, this is hate speech. Okay, hate speech is something that could, affect their commerce. Okay. Things like that, all right, and it does violate, there's certain terms and conditions of these sites, okay, any social media site, any online store, all right, it's kind of like they have rules that they have to abide by, okay, and I think that if you get to a point where you get too big for your britches, you make statements like he made, on Twitter, X, and all that, then they're gonna remove you. And social media is a great tool. Okay, I think that it gives a chance to, if you are a podcaster, to tell your side of the story. If you want to, comment, you get to comment the way that you feel, your opinion. All right. And I think because of that, a lot of things have become more and more exposed. Okay, more and more people are being enlightened to what's, going on. All right, around the world. Okay, the inside and outs, and in the inside to a certain degree. I'll just say, okay, that you get to learn a few things, but. Yeah, but what this thing is doing, ladies and gentlemen, is it's affecting Kanye's his net worth, his bottom line, because I guess it's kind of like a quid pro quo thing. If he affects their bottom line, it's going to affect his bottom line. Okay, because what he's doing, right, is he's getting on TV, had his wife stripping, making these right at the Grammys, okay, on carpet. Then goes on Twitter X making these tweets or whatever, okay, to use these actions here or these outbursts to promote himself, okay, to promote his clothing or whatever other project that he's going to promote, okay. And it backfired on him. And I think that it's getting to where people has really had enough. All right, because in the end of the day, you figure now that he's a threat to their bottom line, so he can get his bottom line. So it's kind of like one hand washes the other. And while I'm thinking about it, he had some type of deal in Japan where he was doing some type of talent gig. All right, and he ended up losing that. It's my understanding, $20 million. Okay. So this guy had started a campaign, and I don't think, again, it's the right way. And he ended up losing his net worth, worth. And I think what other, companies or whatever endorsements that Kanye is signed with, that they're going to be thinking about doing the same thing if he keeps it up. All right, I'm thinking if he has one more type of escapade like this, okay, then he's going to be banned from all social media. All right, he's going to get all his deals taken away, and he's going to end up getting Diddy if he keep it up. All right, and speaking of which, and I think I said this yesterday, Kanye is on the blotter. You know what I'm saying? With all that stuff that's going on. So, could Kanye be one of those guys that are on that case with, those 10 other entities in that Jane Doe case? All right, with Jay-Z and Diddy, allegedly. Okay, those parties are innocent until proven guilty. By the way, okay. I don't want nobody or whatever, you know what I'm saying that I said something that ain't true. So Kanye, once again, he bit himself in the foot. Yeah, and in the end, let me say this. I'll say shot himself in the foot. But let me say this. Kanye is a businessman. Yeah, Kanye may not have all the screws in his head. All right, he's made certain songs about him selling his soul, and he's definitely a Luciferian. Okay, but as much as he's nutty, then he's very, very smart. Okay, very, very how can I say, very, very cunning businessman. Okay, and he's been doing this type of stuff, using this tactic for I'd say 10, almost 15 years. But it's getting to where it's not working anymore. All right. He made some statements about Kendrick, and a little bit of it may be true. All right. But just like Kanye, Kendrick is also controlled. All right. I think a lot of those comments about him, a lot of people didn't find amusing. Okay. But I'll just say this. I'm not going to take sides. But yeah, they both are controlled. All right. They pretty much, Kendrick, just like Kanye, he's got an agenda that he has to push though too, okay? That basically he's being told to do so through a lot of his songs or whatever. All right, and he's not a man of God himself. All right, and through a lot of the songs, if you listen to it, he says that. All right, but the Kendrick video, that's for another day. I want to make something about that halftime show and all that. All right, I've been just trying to, sort a lot of these things out about what a lot of people say. I saw the halftime show myself. That's my take on Kanye. Okay, he done shot himself in the foot again. So let me know what you think about the video, y'all. Cash App $Winston Spivey if you want to donate.